Welcome everybody to Waterbox Live. We are coming at you every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and this happens to be the final live stream for 2020.
Yeah, you said every Wednesday. I was like, well, hold on, not really, because next week. But it is our right before Christmas live, and like you said, we will not be back until the new year because next week we will not have an episode. But
right, so make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, hit those notifications because that's how you know that we're here every week. Let's get it started.
Okay, preview them because we're gonna go back to them.
There you go. You
right.
guys got to enjoy a little shot of our 220.6 dream build there.
it's a holiday week. We're a little messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, but we are today. We're kind of doing like a Q&A, recapping the year, and kind of with Waterbox things we've done.
We're here to have a good time.
Yeah, and just hanging out, talking. It is happy hour. Join us. As always, Margarita here. I don't know what you have. What do you have?
This is a secret.
Oh.
Just kidding. It's vodka soda. So again, guys, everyone in here, I want you to hit that like button. That helps us out a lot to get us up in the, what I call YouTube algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister the last
time. Thumbs it up. Because if you do enough thumbs up, we'll give away some stuff.
Yes, that is true. Did we set a number for this week? I know we talked about it.
No, I just remember that we talked about it.
So either way, we're going to give away some stuff today. How many ornaments, Keenan, are we giving away?
Whatever you want. Christmas is tomorrow.
All right,
you will not have your ornaments in time for Christmas, but...
yeah, you'll have them for next year to celebrate with us again.
3.
Just everyone?
Yeah, 3. Yeah. We're going to give away 3 ornaments today.
We need everyone who's watching to hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. Helps us out with that, and then we can do some giveaways for ornaments. We're going to answer questions, hang out, whatever. So definitely throw your questions into the comments here, and Keenan will be grabbing them as well as we'll kind of take them as we see them as well. So.
Yeah, so definitely to reiterate, we encourage the questions today because this is a Q&A. We're kind of just wrapping up the year. But I'm going to jump back to the very beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. It really doesn't even seem like this happened this year, but to the family reunion.
Yes, it was like the very beginning.
A lot of these people might not even know what that is.
That's true. That is true. So it was all the way February. It seems like years ago.
Like February 1st?
Yep, and we can actually say we're like the biggest event of the year.
We were.
Because everything kind of stopped.
Now, will the family reunion ever happen again? I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. So if you guys don't know what the family reunion was, we held an event in February in the Florida Keys. It was a ton of fun. We had, how many speakers do we have, Kenan? Maybe
we had
10 or
9, I think.
Okay, so 9 industry professional speakers. We were hanging out. We had a nice, again, it doesn't even feel like this year, but.
We had some dinner parties, we got speakers all day, we had raffles. It was at a beautiful resort in the Keys. There was dolphins swimming, there was, all kinds of stuff. It was a really, really good time. We had a lot of people come join us for like 3-4 days. It was
it was crazy.
Blast.
And, a lot of people showed up, and we also had free admission to the aquarium encounters there in Marathon, which was really cool.
So that started the year out with a bang, right there. Like that was we started out high, and we've done so much this year. It's just been a really busy, kind of crazy year.
It has been. So I want to run through a couple too. So this year we had a lot of really good series, and Jess, this is actually the first year that it was just me and you on the live stream too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is cool. We did a whole series on how to set up a nano aquarium. Yeah. We did that right here too. We had, what are they, 10 gallons, right?
Yeah, so we had them side by side, and we basically both kind of did it our own way, what sand we wanted, the type of rock we wanted, fish, corals, to show just the simplicity, but also the variations that you can have in something as simple as a cube.
Yep.
You know, you did very soft, kind of easy corals, like I did something different. Our fish selection was different. We did just different rock, different sand. So that was a good, just kind of from beginning to finish, how to set up a nano really easily, success, different types of fish and corals that you can keep in it.
Yep. So again, guys, I want to reiterate, if you have questions, post them below. This is a Q&A, so if you have any questions about our products, whatever you want to ask, throw them down there. We'll try to get to them. Another really cool series that we did in 2020 was the guide to setting up a reef aquarium, which actually we set up the frag.
Yeah, that was a really big one. Very, very popular because it was with a giveaway as well. And this was like a full-blown ecotech build, like all the highest top equipment, radions, everything.
And all worldwide corals as well.
Yeah, so fish and corals were supplied by Worldwide Corals. And if you watch it, I think it was like a 10-week series. So everything from setting it up, filling it, cycling it, setting up doser, setting up MP40, setting up your Vectra, like all the different components from start to finish. So even if you've never had an aquarium, you could set up a high-end, top-notch aquarium, no problem, just kind of following that build along.
Yep.
Are you raising your hand because you have a question?
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
All right, so we'll start some Q&A part. Hamid says, do you guys have a walk-in store? No, we do not. We have our headquarters in Florida, but it's just our offices. But we're not like a store location or anything. You can visit your local fish store and ask them about Waterbox. You can check us out on our website for the products, but no physical walk-in store.
Yeah, so Hamid, if you want to see our products in a store, head to waterboxaquariums.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a link called Store Locator. I think it's called, Keenan.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So click on that. You'll see our not only the stores throughout the U.S. but everywhere else in the world, as well as our distributors.
Yeah.
Another one?
Ollie B says, does the 85.3 frag tank come with the dry side, or does it just have space for the sump?
Okay, so this could be a mistypo in two different ways. So, okay.
85.3 and
Who am I?
Yeah, so you have an 85.3, which is a 3-foot range, and that doesn't have a dry compartment, but there is some extra room next to the sump that you could put equipment and storage and dosing and stuff like that. The 105.4 is our 4-foot, and it does have a dividing wall with a. Keenan fixed it. All right, Keenan fixed it. So the 4-foot models do have the dry side, and you can actually see it in our frag build for that model. All the stuff we need to make a control board and all the stuff that we put into that side. But the 3-foot does not, but there's extra space. Check out our user group. Tons of people that don't have like a separate compartment have made shelves, control boards, all that stuff to fit in it.
Yeah, some of them have even put like external cabinets on to the side and stuff. So
hopefully that answered that one way or another.
Go to the next one.
It says, best fish to clean the sand. Well, depends on your tank. If you don't have a big tank, there isn't much of a fish to clean your sand. You could go, if it's like a nano smaller aquarium, you could go with like a court jester or Rainsford goby because they're really small and they'll sift a little bit of sand. They're not like main sand sifters. If you have a bigger tank, you can go with like the diamond gobies, golden sleeper heads, those kind of things that actually actively sift the sand, but you need a bigger tank that's established for those to survive. They'll starve over time. So, depends on your tank.
Cool. I do want to mention to you guys that the channel, or specifically our YouTube channel this year, has seen over 1 million views.
Hey!
3 million minutes have been watched on the channel as well, so thank you guys for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that. We
Yeah.
have some very devoted viewers.
We do.
That's why we're here every week. So,
Yep.
all right, Justin, how many flow power heads do you recommend for a Reef 70.2? Usually I would say 1 would be enough. If you have like SBS, you could probably do 2. But for the average aquarium, I'd say 1 flow, one like a Nero. 5 would be good, or an MP10.
Mm-hmm. Bradley says, what's on the desk? I'm assuming he's talking about this.
Ornaments.
Ornaments. We're giving away 3 Waterbox Aquariums
I
ornaments
guess you can't
today.
see them too well from here.
No,
They're really
not
nice. They have a
really.
snowflake and say Happy Holidays, and the other one says Waterbox Aquariums.
Yeah. So you won't get them by Christmas, that's for sure.
No, but
you
most
can put
people.
them with your Christmas stuff for next year.
Well, most people keep their tree up for after Christmas for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can put it on there, and then when it's time to take the tree down, it packs away for next year. Got your ornament. So,
Cool.
all right.
Let's talk about some of the new products that we released this year. So, you guys, we released a lot of new stuff this year.
Been a busy year.
If you weren't here towards the beginning of the year, we released the Peninsula Mini, the all-in-one 65.4, as well as the Reef LX, previously known as the Pro Max.
Yep.
I saw a question in that here earlier. It is now the Reef LX. an extension of our reef line. So we also released the Life Rock bundles,
Did you say that?
Radion bundles,
Uh-huh.
and this is a big one. We released our distribution in the UK, Europe, and Canada.
Yeah, so that's major. Did you say Marinex?
I didn't.
Okay,
I
and
didn't even have it
Marinex.
written down.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
god!
Oh my
He just
goodness.
forgets about the poor Marinex. So we launched
There's
Marinex.
so many products.
Yeah, I know. It's been about a lot this year.
Wow.
Marinex line, which has been very, very popular. And yes, a whole new line. We've added to lines. I mean, just a lot of craziness. But also, we added larger frags.
We
God,
did.
how'd you
Oh my goodness, you guys.
This is what happens when he's in charge of writing
This is
them down.
unbelievable.
So we added a 5 and 6 foot frag.
He's not paying attention. He's like, what happened?
I feel like we're all really ready for the holidays and a break.
Our minds are on the Christmas break, and we're like,
I don't know. I spent a lot of
We're done
yesterday
here.
wrapping presents, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
I spent
ready.
like the
I'm
last
just
2
ready.
nights.
It's
2
yeah.
nights.
So yes, so larger frag series as well.
Yeah, the 5 foot, 6 foot frag.
And if we missed any, let us know. We probably did.
Yeah. And you guys, we are available now in over 40 countries
Wow.
ending 2020.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's all thanks to you guys, so that's pretty awesome.
We had a lot of people in here from the UK that were watching,
It's all
all over the
Canada.
US, Canada. So we appreciate all you tuning in because I know a lot of times it's not the best hour of day
Yeah.
that we're live. So if you're
I think
joining
it's
us and you're in another time
11
zone,
p.m. or midnight.
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, got questions. It says, what is your favorite fish, coral, and invert? Dang.
Means popular today.
I know. He is very active. All right, favorite fish? I never know if you're going first. All right, favorite fish
I'm
is
thinking.
the Red Sea Regal Angel. Favorite coral? Oh.
See, that's exactly. I looked at it and I was like, oh, I got to pick 3? Oh, man.
Favorite coral. I'm going to go, instead of like a particular one, I'm going to go with like a grouping of coral. And I'm going to say, I don't even know. I don't know. Blastos. Blastos.
Invert?
Invert would be, gonna have to go with the sexy shrimp.
Nice.
Yeah, cute little shrimp. He just shakes his butt on mushrooms and stuff. Very cute. All right, what you
All
got?
right, so my fish is definitely the Atlantic blue tang. As odd as that sounds, I love that fish. Probably because I see him in Florida waters diving.
And they get no love.
Yeah, they don't.
They get no love.
Corals, probably.
I know what you're gonna say. I could put money on it.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
you can, but I'm going to probably say.
If anything else, you're lying.
All right. Okay, so you guys think that, but okay, so my favorite SPS is a millipora.
Okay.
My favorite soft coral.
I didn't know I got to pick from each category.
Well, I was going to say a millipora because I think that might actually be but I do love star polyps.
That's the one.
Specifically trans
branching
Yeah,
ones.
which we have in the frag.
We do. We
And
do.
invert, I'm going to say cleaner shrimp.
Okay. Very nice. All right. There you go.
Joshua says, when should you add corals to a new tank? Also, when should you always dose for corals?
Add new corals to your tank once you have cycled it, added inverts and fish, at least for a couple weeks. Everything's stable. You start dosing as soon as you test that anything needs to be adjusted. So a lot of times if you're doing regular water changes in the beginning, you probably won't dose much. As your corals get bigger and you add more into them, you might just see like calcium, alkaline, or magnesium is getting lower. Then you need to start dosing. So there's no exact answer for dosing, but don't add corals until you've at least stabilized your tank with fish and inverts in it. And start easy corals and move your way up. Josh says, would you recommend a skimmer for the Cube 20? Yeah, it's always a better thing to have because it's just going to help keep your tank a lot cleaner and you can probably have a little more fish and bioload in there. Mm-hmm. Is it necessary? No. But if you can, and you spend $150 on one, maybe, I think they're around that, it will definitely help you a lot.
Okay, do you know?
Rolling into questions. Jose says, when will the Reef LX series start shipping out? So the Reef LX should start shipping probably the beginning of February, beginning to mid. there's a lot of ocean cargo delays right now.
Yeah, so and so for everything that we're dealing with right
the entire world
now,
that's dealing with ocean cargo delays. So
every port is backed up. Things are getting delayed. Like a lot of it is out of control just for regular shipments and stuff like that.
yeah,
so,
you see it just with like regular parcel here in the States. UPS, everything
Yes.
is backed up. Everything is just, especially for the holidays, everything. A lot of stuff has gone online. There's
this
just serious congestion.
this year's kind of like an anomaly because it's been an interesting year.
Yeah.
For the industry, for everybody.
Yeah.
But so much has moved on to like online shopping and stuff that, every single carrier, freight and ground, is getting
Extremely
higher
backed up.
volume than they ever expected. The ports are having more containers and ships coming in than they can handle. The ocean and port and stuff is just getting backed up. So there's so many
Yeah, there's so
things
many.
that could go that, but we always are aiming for dates. But kind of just like a general, like this year's been very hard to predict a lot of
It
things.
has, and especially for the aquatics industry, has been surprisingly not what I don't think many people would have predicted. The aquatics industry as a whole worldwide has seen pretty big growth, which has driven a tremendous amount of demand to every aspect of the hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, not just Waterbox, but supplements, chemicals, salt, equipment, I mean, has grown significantly this year. We've been pretty fortunate to grow our supply chain a lot, but with shipping delays and increased demand, I think we're doing pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, there's just going to be things that are out of control, but, give everyone a little bit of break, especially in the holiday season. Like I see a lot of people posting and stuff like that about how how they're not getting their shipment, or not even saying from us, I'm saying it like in the world in general.
Yeah, no, I see it all over
and
the
you
place.
see like just what these like mail carriers and FedEx and UPS are dealing with. I'm like, oh my, I could not imagine.
Yeah.
Like the influx and like you just can't deal with that. So side note anyway, happy holidays. Hopefully you got all your presents in time because you're out of time.
Got a
Quick tour of the dream build.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so let's check out the dream build. This tank is just over 2 years old.
It's over 2.5, something.
We
really should put a date down.
Look at that date.
Every time we're
This
like,
tank
we
was going to
think.
sleep just before we went live, so I turned the lights back on. The corals are a little bit deflated, but you can see there. This is
Ooh la la. Yeah, so this is our 6-foot Reef 220, and this has been running for quite a while. We have mostly like soft LPS mixed reef in here. The one leather up at the top left is not open right now, but the thing is like the size of a basketball, I would say. I mean, it takes up like that whole top surface.
yeah, at least a basketball.
We have a few encrusting like SBS and stuff in there. We got like a grafted cap, but for the most part, it is a lot of frog spawns and leathers, and we got a big elegance and cool stuff like that. So you'll even see we have a tusk, which most people are like, why do you have that in a reef? And he's been really good. He's actually kind of like the baby of the tank. He's not aggressive at all, except for algae strips. He takes them
for some
all the
reason.
time.
And you can see Mango there too, the blonde Naso tank. If you guys want to see, so back, I think we started that build back, and I'm totally guessing here.
Oh my god!
Search Dream Build on our channel, but it was probably back maybe at the end of 2018 when we actually set it up.
I feel like, has it been longer than 2 years?
I know.
I don't know.
I know we received it at the end of 2018. Regardless.
Okay, it's been up a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're dating ourselves. So you can go back and you can follow that whole series. We documented the entire build from A to Z. So that's a whole other build that you guys can see for a large.
Yeah, we have a lot of builds on to the
We
YouTube
do.
channel. So we've done nanos, middle size, all-in-ones, the big tank, stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that's on one side of our lobby. And on the other side is the build that we were just talking about. That was a 10-week build with the frag.
Yep.
Which is with the Ecotech, all the worldwide corals. And this tank is beautiful. And this was before we had the 5 and 6 foot frag. Otherwise, it would probably be a 6 foot frag to match the 6 foot on the other side. But it's a beautiful 4 foot one anyway. Clip onto that one.
Maybe we'll upgrade one day.
Oh, what is your most popular tank? Oh man,
that's gonna be broken up into a lot of categories because I can't compare a cube to a reef.
Yeah, so I would say in the lines, Peninsula 25, mini Peninsula 25. I think it's one of the most popular. all-in-ones, I would say 65.4 because it's the 4-foot newer release of it this year. Marine X, the 2 and 3 foot, very, very popular. And then like the 220 and like the 130 are always staple sizes, 4 and 6 foot reefs, for sure.
Yep. And the Cube 20.
Cube 20 is always popular. That's like no different. That's always a standard. It's really a great tank, affordable. All this, you got your pump, all the stuff you need to get going with it. So.
And with the clear line, we were talking about freshwater. Every single one? I don't.
It is really popular right now. Freshwater is booming. I'm really proud of like the freshwater. The number of people that are getting into like the nice planted aquariums and freshwater and stuff. So we have a lot of people getting their clears out there. The minis all the way through. We have a 6-foot clear, the Clear Pro. It's beautiful for a large planted
6 gallons,
or discus
all the way
or
up
cichlid.
to like about 170, right?
170, yeah. So that's hard to say in the clear line because they're kind of all equally popular, I would say.
They are.
Yeah. All right. Al says, getting the Marine X110 with the live rock pack. You go, boy. How long should you let cycle before adding inhabitants? Usually set it up. As soon as you have it up and running, put some bacteria in there. If you're doing the Carib Sea rock pack, that's got the like dormant bacteria on it, so it's going to help you with the cycle. And ghost feed or like ghost cycle. And test it every week, and within 1 or 2 weeks, if you see that you don't have anything, an ammonia nitrite, you can start adding like inverts and then slowly add fish and kind of go from there. But you can watch any of our builds and kind of go over that first like 3-4 weeks of like what to do, what to add, and stuff like that.
There's another one from Al.
Al says, when I'm cleaning the sand, I always get super concerned that I'm going to push sand and cover up my goby pistol shrimp's tunnels. Can they get out if sand does block them in? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, they dig. They don't care. They'll dig through anything. I mean, your goby can spit sand everywhere. The pistol shrimp digs with his little claws. They'll probably get mad at you, but besides that, they're just going to redo their burrow and clean it up. Like the pistol shrimp all day is just shoveling sand and like cleaning the burrows. So I'd probably just entertain them a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear him like screaming.
It's like, again?
What are you doing?
Why again?
Why are you doing this?
Yeah. No, they'll be all right. They'll get their way out.
They'll live.
They're
You'll
meant
just
for
piss
it.
them off.
Yeah. And a lot of times your goby and pistol shrimp, they have like 3 or 4 actual entries and exits to their burrow that you don't even know about. So you block one area, they've got tons of other ways, and they're just going to make a new one.
Yeah.
They don't care. Keep them busy. Mead says, my clowns are not hosting in my C-band enemy. I gave them a whole house, but they don't want it. Any suggestions? That camera's in my face. Like, I'm too short. And like blocks out
You
my
got a
question.
bad angle too, because I have the whole TV in my
I
view.
go tippy-toe.
Where like you have the camera in part of your view.
And I'm like a foot shorter. But, yeah.
Fix that right now.
No, it's okay. I'll read around the camera. Yeah, you can't make a clown host. You really can't. If they're aquaculture, they have less instinct to do it. There's a lot of things out there of like feed them right next to the anemone. Put pictures of clownfish and anemones up against the glass to show them that. Like try to like guide them in a net towards it. Like it's really up to them. You can't force them to do it. You can have like a beautiful anemone, and they'll have like a magnet or a leather, and they're like, "This is my love," and that's where they live.
Oh, this
and they
magnet
don't
cleaner's
care
the
about
jam.
your anemone. Like I've had a pair of clowns that they had a huge green carpet anemone in my like big 220. This thing was big and beautiful. Had them for a year before they even like one day they were like, "I like that," and they like went into it, and that was it. But it took a year of them like paying no attention to it. So I don't know.
We don't have anemones in the 220 up front, but the clowns host an elegance coral, and they lay eggs on it. And
They do.
this elegance used to be massive. I don't know.
It's not a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good thing because now it's pretty ticked off. You know, it used to be this big. Now it's all shrunk up because they're kind of beating it up a little bit.
And then they jump over to the Ghani. And then they're like, oh, that's boring. And they go over to the hammer. But they lay their eggs on the elegance is where they get really protective. And they're like constantly like cleaning it and waving it and like knocking it over. So they're really upsetting the elegance. But side point.
James says the U.S. Waterbox website naturally gets a lot of attention. But what are your 2021 plans for the EU website? I'm glad you put that up, Kenny, because I was actually wanting to answer that. So leading into 2021 for Europe, we will be bringing freshwater over, as well as the Reef LX. But in regards to, the attention that it gets, we're working our way towards them being very similar in regards to the product offering.
Right, yeah.
And they'll be somewhat identical in regards to that. So they'll eventually get just as much love, just as much product. So, I mean,
everything takes time. It takes a while to build up every line. And, we have a lot of aquariums to meet, like, everyone's needs. So it's kind of hard to have, like, everything instantly.
Yeah, so we started off with our core saltwater range. We're moving into the freshwater.
Yeah.
But we're here for you guys every week, not just for the U.S., but for all of the markets that we serve. So
yeah. Okay.
That's it. That is it.
They come in waves.
Okay. So it's a downtime on the questions. What else do you have on your list?
Nothing. No, I'm just
Nothing.
kidding.
Okay, we started the year. We had family reunion. I feel like there was other things we were talking about.
Reef LX, go into that.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we released a number of new products, Reef LX being one of them. If you guys are wondering what the Reef LX is, formerly the Pro Max. We did rename it to put it more in line with an extension to our Reef series.
Yeah, everything kind of has like a naming convention.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like wanted to put it.
It hadn't
into that.
arrived yet, so we're kind of like, all right, let's just let's just pull the trigger. So we did.
And it's beautiful. Yeah, these are big systems, aluminum frame, bigger sumps, bigger tank, everything. Like, they're amazing.
I also do want to mention that tomorrow our sale on the Clear Mini ends.
It does.
So our Clear Minis are 50% off right now. This is in the U.S. only because it's the only place that we stock them currently. But 50% off, take advantage of it. It won't arrive before Christmas, but it's a great gift for yourself. Somebody else could make an ATO tank, freshwater. If you look back a week or two, we did
2 weeks ago, maybe, I think.
We did a whole episode on the different uses for the Clear Mini, so you can check that out.
Yeah, and there's everything: quarantine, auto top off, planted aquariums, reptile, frogs, like a little bit of everything. And we have a lot of people that are taking advantage of the 50% off, and we're gonna have a lot of cute little Clear Minis out there. I can't wait to see in our user group.
I'm already seeing them pop up.
They are.
The user group,
Can't wait to continue to see all the different things that people are gonna do with these, and it's a great deal. But like I said, you only got one more day.
Yeah.
It's almost
Tomorrow
over.
it ends.
It ends.
Game over.
Ornaments.
Yeah, ornaments. Before we do the ornaments, I do want to mention, guys, Waterbox will be closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We'll reopen Monday, and then we'll be closed again on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So if you call customer service,
Yeah.
we're not
It's the holidays. Things are going to happen a little bit slower as far as things moving. Same thing with like FedEx and the freight carriers and stuff like that. They also are going to be closed on a lot of days. They're not gonna be picking up. They're not going to be really doing too much movement. So anything that ships, of course, will come after the holiday, but we won't be here all week.
Yeah.
And we won't be here next Wednesday.
I'm looking forward to it. So we're giving away some ornaments. Do we get a drum roll? You got this right?
All right,
Here we go, you guys.
Boom.
Boom. Hamid, Jose, and Al, congratulations.
Congrats.
Email support@waterboxaquariums.com, and they will get you hooked up with your new ornament.
I will say, you got to remember though, we draw the winners for these kind of things for those that are like actively engaging. They're asking
Most importantly,
questions.
those who like. You gotta like the
stream.
you gotta like the video. There's 64 people with us right now. My thing never refreshes to show me
Mine
the
doesn't
actual
either.
likes.
I don't know where we're at.
But if you guys like the stream, it really helps us out with getting the video out there in the YouTube algorithm. So smash that like button. Show us some love.
Yeah, so being on the stream, liking it, commenting, helping answer other people's questions, like that's what we kind of look for the giveaways. Basically engaging and interacting.
Jose just dropped a whoop whoop. Waterbox.
Oh yeah, Waterbox.
We used to have a Waterbox call sign, I guess.
Call sign, throw
Yeah,
signs. I don't even know. That's been a long time.
It's been so whoop whoop. That's right.
I don't know what we're doing.
That's 2020, man. That's 2020, guys. We have a ridiculously amazing 2021 lined up for you guys.
Yes.
So you're going to want to stay tuned in. We are here every single week, with the exception of next week, because I'm off. We're all off. We're all off.
We are. I don't think anyone's going to be in the office.
Yeah, but
Maybe
we'll be
probably not.
back the first week of January. We want to see you guys here. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, a lot of cool content.
It's going to be another great year. Thanks
Yeah.
for spending 2020 with us, and we're going to see you in 2021.
Yeah, so
Happy
happy
New Year,
holidays,
Merry Christmas, all that.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you guys.
See ya.
Thank you all for watching. Remember, we're live on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit those notifications.
We're live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us next week. Thanks for watching.